Welcome, brave souls, to our journey through the eerie shadows of history. In today's video, we're diving deep into the 15 most chilling haunted locations in Washington, D.C. From the ghostly whispers in the halls of the White House to the haunted grounds of historic theaters, each location carries tales of sorrow, tragedy, and spectral sightings that will send shivers down your spine. Are you ready to uncover the spine-tingling secrets that lurk within the heart of our nation's capital? Let's embark on this haunting adventure together. 1. The White House. As dusk falls on the most famous residence in America, eerie tales linger in the air. Legend has it that Abraham Lincoln's spirit still roams the Lincoln bedroom, a shadowy figure seen gazing out of the window, perhaps contemplating the weight of his presidency. But he isn't the only spirit that haunts these hallowed halls. First Lady Abigail Adams, known for her practical spirit, is said to have never left, often spotted in the East Room, where she used to hang laundry. Visitors have reported the sudden smell of laundry soap and the sound of rustling fabric echoing through the room, leaving them feeling that the ghosts of history are very much alive. 2. Ford's Theater. The dim light of the historic Ford's Theater flickers, reminding visitors of that fateful night in 1865. As audiences gather for performances, many have felt an unshakable chill and the sensation of being watched. They say the ghost of Abraham Lincoln still lingers here, often appearing on the balcony where he sat that tragic evening. Spectators recount tales of a spectral presence that fills the theater with an overwhelming sense of sorrow, as if Lincoln himself mourns the loss of his life and the nation. The whispers of other actors and audience members from that night seem to echo throughout the hall, creating a chilling reminder of the past. 3. The National Theater. Step into the National Theater, and you might feel the haunting presence of John McCullough, a celebrated actor who died just after a performance. Actors and audience members often report feeling a cold breeze and a sense of melancholy, as if McCullough is still watching from the shadows, longing to return to the stage. Some even claim to have heard soft whispers and the sound of applause echoing in empty halls, a ghostly reminder of the passion and artistry that once filled this historic venue. 4. The Old Stonehouse. Built in 1765, the Old Stonehouse has seen centuries of history, but it's not just the past that lingers here. Visitors frequently report encounters with a malevolent spirit known as George, whose presence is felt as a dark shadow lurking in the corners. He has a reputation for frightening those who dare to explore the house alone, with cold spots and inexplicable noises echoing through the rooms. Those brave enough to stay overnight often recount terrifying encounters that leave them questioning the very nature of the spirit world. 5. Dumbarton House. Dumbarton House, a beautiful 19th century home, has a secret, an ethereal presence that many believe to be Eliza, a young girl who met a tragic fate during a violent storm. Her ghost is said to roam the halls, particularly in the attic, where she was last seen. Visitors often hear the soft weeping of a child, accompanied by the faint sound of footsteps on the stairs. The feeling of a child's playfulness transforms into an unsettling chill, reminding everyone that tragedy sometimes clings to the places where we find beauty. 6. Capitol Building. Inside the Grand Capitol Building, the air is thick with history, but whispers of the supernatural abound. Some claim to have seen ghostly politicians roaming the halls, engaged in heated debates that echo through the marble corridors. Adding to the intrigue is the legend of the Demon Cat, an ominous feline that appears before national tragedies, striking fear into the hearts of those who catch a glimpse. It's said that when the cat is spotted, something terrible is about to happen, creating an unsettling tension within this revered building. 7. The Marine Corps Commandant's House. Nestled near the bustling heart of Washington, D.C., the Marine Corps Commandant's House is a place where time stands still. Believed to be haunted by the spirit of Samuel Nicholas, the first commandant of the Marine Corps, eerie occurrences abound. Staff members report hearing the heavy footsteps of someone walking through the halls late at night, even when no one else is around. The sense of a watchful presence looms large, leaving an unsettling feeling that Nicholas is still overseeing his beloved Corps from beyond. 8. Oak Hill Cemetery. As night falls over Oak Hill Cemetery, the atmosphere becomes heavy with sorrow and longing. Visitors have reported seeing the ghost of Abraham Lincoln wandering among the tombstones, searching for his son, Willie, who passed away tragically. The air feels thick with grief, and many have experienced an overwhelming sense of melancholy as they walk through the graveyard. The whisper of the wind through the trees often sounds like Lincoln's quiet lament, reminding everyone of the pain of loss that transcends time. 9. Hay Adams Hotel. Luxury and haunting intertwine at the Hay Adams Hotel. Guests have reported mysterious occurrences, such as locked doors inexplicably opening and objects moving without explanation. One guest recounted an unsettling night when they felt a cold hand brush against their shoulder while they slept. The sensation of being watched is pervasive, as if the spirits of former guests linger, forever tied to the opulence and history of this remarkable hotel. 10. The Wayy House. Although just outside the district in Virginia, the Wayy House is often included in ghost tours of D.C. The house's reputation for being haunted is well earned, with the spirits of the Wayy family said to roam the property. Guests frequently report hearing footsteps on the stairs and the sound of children laughing, even when no one is around. The air is thick with the sense of history, and those who dare to step inside often find themselves transported to a time when the Wayy family was very much alive. 11. The Exorcist Steps. Famous for their chilling connection to the film The Exorcist, these infamous steps are said to be haunted by the spirit of a young girl associated with the film. Locals have reported seeing her ghostly figure at the top of the steps, her face twisted in a haunting expression. Visitors often feel an unexplainable dread as they descend the stairs, as if something sinister lurks just out of sight. The energy here is thick with horror, a reminder of the film's dark legacy. 12. The Octagon House. The Octagon House is not just architecturally unique, it's also a hotbed for supernatural activity. Visitors have reported sightings of a ghostly woman, believed to be a former resident, who tragically lost her life in the house. Many have encountered her apparition roaming the halls, often wearing a flowing white dress. The feeling of sorrow and loss permeates the air, leaving guests both intrigued and unnerved by the woman who seems to be searching for something or someone from her past. 13. Georgetown University. In history and academia, Georgetown University also has its share of ghostly tales. The spirit of a young woman is said to roam the campus, particularly near the historic buildings. Students have reported feeling a sudden chill and the sensation of someone brushing past them when no one is there. Her ghostly laughter can sometimes be heard, echoing through the cobblestone paths, adding an eerie yet whimsical air to the campus that keeps everyone on their toes. 14. Lafayette Square Park, located just across from the White House. Lafayette Square Park is a gathering place for tourists, but many are unaware of its haunted reputation. Visitors have reported feeling the presence of former politicians and soldiers who once walked the grounds. On quiet nights, whispers of old conversations seem to drift through the trees, sending shivers down spines. The feeling of being watched is strong here, as if the ghosts of history are still observing the political theater of today. 15. The Woodrow Wilson House. The Woodrow Wilson House, where the 28th president spent his final years, is rumored to be haunted by his spirit. Guests have reported mysterious noises, cold spots, and the distinct feeling of being watched while exploring the historic rooms. The atmosphere is thick with history, and many believe that Wilson's spirit remains in the house, reflecting on his legacy. Visitors often feel a profound sense of connection to the past, as if Wilson himself is sharing his thoughts and experiences from beyond the grave. Thank you for joining us on this ghostly exploration of the 15 most chilling haunted locations in Washington, D.C. Whether you're a skeptic or a true believer in the paranormal, these stories remind us that history often has a haunting presence. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own ghostly experiences in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep the lights on.